The Farm Bill failed yesterday in the House of Representatives. It was bizarre to watch Eric Cantor blame Nancy Pelosi for the Farm Bill failing when you can't filibuster in the House of Representatives. You can filibuster in the Senate, but you can't in the House. I mean, the Speaker can refuse to bring something to the floor. So it's kind of like, one-man rule, or woman in the case of Nancy Pelosi, but there's really no filibuster. So it's a majority vote. And the Republicans have a majority of the votes in the House of Representatives. So they can pass anything they damn well please if they all agree on it. And apparently they didn't all agree on this Farm Bill, which just had these draconian cuts in food stamps, but that's not why they didn't agree on it. There were all these different reasons. So anyhow, that didn't pass, and what does that mean for larger and more substantial pieces of legislation like immigration reform? And all of this goes back to that meeting. Bernie made a brief reference to it, I believe, and when he said in passing that from the very first day that Obama was sworn in, the Republicans have been pursuing a path of obstruction. And Robert Draper, in his book "Ask Not What Good We Do," laid it out. And it's now in several other books that reference Robert Draper's book, that there was this group of Republicans who got together early on and said, okay, we're going to do everything we can to make sure that Barack Obama has no successes. None whatsoever. And in fact, one of them said, we're going to use the Taliban as our role model. So I was looking I've got the article here, but I don't know if I can, it's buried. Anyway, this is something that, people need to be talking more about, that the Republicans are absolutely invested in having a bad economy. One of the callers pointed out, if, for example, unemployment were to drop from 7% down to 4%, where it is when the economy is really rolling along, Social Security would be just fine. You'd have more people paying into Social Security because the only people who pay into Social Security are people who make under 100 and $18,000, $13,000, something like that these days. A little less than $120,000 a year. So which is, pretty much everybody who's working, but if they're unemployed, they're not paying into Social Security. And in fact, if they're unemployed and disabled, they're taking money out of Social Security. So if we could put people back to work, the budget deficit would go down. People would be paying taxes. Social Security would be fine. There's just all kinds of stuff that would happen. But the Republicans don't want that to happen because then they wouldn't be able to make an argument for privatizing Social Security and giving that $2.7 trillion trust fund to their friends on Wall Street who are salivating over it.